guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. WarriorsTrade Chuck said, the basketball world is in total disbelief right now. And if you're a Golden State Warriors fan, this is the kind of news that punches you in the gut. We've all admired Stephen Curry, not just for what he's done on the court, but for the heart and leadership he brings to the game. But now, out of nowhere, Curry has delivered a stunning and heartbreaking announcement to the Warriors that has left the entire fan base absolutely devastated. This isn't a rumor. This isn't speculation. This is real. And the reaction across the NBA has been one of complete shock. The announcement came during a closed-door meeting with team executives, but it didn't stay private for long. According to multiple verified sources close to the Warriors organization, Curry has informed the front office that he is seriously considering stepping away from the game for an extended period of time. The reason? It's not about injury. It's not about retirement. It's something even deeper. Exhaustion, burnout, and a growing frustration with the current state of the team. That's right. Curry, the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors, has expressed that he may need to take a break from basketball altogether if things don't drastically change this off-season. The moment the news leaked, the reactions were swift and emotional. Warriors fans flooded social media with disbelief. Please tell me this isn't real. Say it ain't so, Steve. The NBA without Curry isn't the same. These are just a few of the thousands of messages pouring in from around the globe. Even rival fans and analysts who have long respected Curry for his incredible contributions to the game are stunned by this announcement. What's most shocking about all of this is that it seemed like Curry was still playing at an elite level. He averaged over 25 points per game last season, hit clutch shots night after night, and continued to be the only consistent offensive weapon for a Warriors team that has struggled to stay healthy and stay relevant. But apparently behind the scenes, things weren't as smooth as they seemed. Insiders are now revealing that Curry has been deeply frustrated with the team's lack of direction, questionable roster moves, and the burden that's fallen on his shoulders year after year. The championship window that once felt wide open now seems to be closing fast, and Curry knows it. He's given everything to this franchise for championships. Multiple MVP seasons, endless highlights, and a level of loyalty that's nearly unheard of in modern sports. But every athlete has their limit. And it appears Curry is dangerously close to his. This isn't about abandoning the team. Far from it. Those close to him describe this move as a cry for help, not just for himself, but for the entire organization. He wants to win. He still believes he can win, but he also knows he can't do it alone. And if the front office doesn't make significant changes immediately, Curry could sit out the start of next season or even longer. That's the weight of this moment. Sources say Curry's message to the team wasn't filled with anger, but with honesty. He reportedly told executives that he needs to see a clear plan, a genuine commitment to winning, and a reset in how the roster is being built. He's tired of half measures, tired of being the only one consistently performing while younger players struggle to develop and veterans either regress or get injured. The impact of this announcement is massive. Already, internal conversations have reportedly shifted. What was once a quiet off-season centered round small retooling ideas has now turned into full-scale urgency mode. Trades are back on the table. Player evaluations are being reviewed again. And ownership is under pressure to either show Curry they're serious or risk the unthinkable, losing the face of the franchise, even temporarily. Let's not forget Curry isn't just the Warriors' best player. He's their identity, their brand, their heartbeat. Without him, the team doesn't just lose its top scorer, it loses its soul. The Chase Center wouldn't be the same. The fans wouldn't feel the same, and the league itself would feel a major shift because when Steve Curry speaks, The entire NBA listened. Now, the question becomes, what does this mean for the Warriors off-season? First, it means no one is safe. Not Klay Thompson, whose contract situation remains unresolved. Not Andrew Wiggins, who had a disappointing and inconsistent season. Not even Jonathan Kuminga, who despite his promise, may be used as a trade piece to bring in win-now talent. Their Warriors must now operate with one clear priority: do whatever it takes to convince Curry to stay fully engaged and fully committed. This could mean pursuing a blockbuster trade. Names like Mikal Bridges, Lauri Markkanen, and even Pascal Siakam are now floating around as potential targets. It might mean moving off long-time veterans who haven't performed. It could also mean finally giving Steve Kerr the kind of rotational depth and consistency he's been asking for. Whatever it takes, the organization must act fast because the clock isn't just ticking, it's blaring. Another aspect to consider is how this affects Curry's legacy. Fans and analysts have long debated how many more years he has left at a superstar level. The truth is, Curry is still elite. He's still one of the most feared offensive weapons in the league, but he's also 36 years old, and he's not trying to waste these final prime years babysitting a roster that doesn't match his competitive fire. He's earned the right to demand excellence. And he's doing exactly that. Around the league, reactions from players have also begun to surface. LeBron James reportedly reached out privately to express support. Damian Lillard posted a cryptic message about the grind wearing you down. Even Giannis Antetokounmpo mentioned in an interview that he respects Curry for speaking his truth. This isn't just a Warriors story anymore. It's an NBA story. One of the greatest players of all time is openly questioning the path forward and everyone is paying attention. Back in the Bay Area, fans are still trying to process the news. Many feel betrayed not by Curry but by the organization. How did it come to this? How did the team that built a dynasty around Steve let things fall so far that he's now considering stepping away? The emotions are raw. The questions are endless. But the truth is painfully simple. This is what happens when greatness isn't properly supported. One thing is clear. This off-season just became the most important in Golden State Warriors history. Every decision from here on out will be measured against this moment. Every signing, every trade, every message sent publicly and privately will either move Curry closer to recommitting or push him further away. So, for now, fans are holding their breath, waiting, hoping, praying that the franchise doesn't fumble this chance because no one wants to imagine a Warriors season without Stephen Curry. No one wants to see empty Chase Center seats, confused teammates, or a lost locker room. The front office has the power to change this narrative, but they must act now and act boldly. Steve Curry has spoken,